Hey, friends, we're back. Last week we
Yes.
just did a live because we try on the last week of the month to skip doing a podcast and instead do a live.
Do
We're,
it live.
we're kind of on it.
Yeah,
We're
kind of.
trying our best.
Yep, we are
Anyway,
doing the best.
I had a really bizarre experience. I thought it was really bizarre this past week when Robert and I, my husband, were out hiking, and the hills all around us are covered in wildflowers right now.
Oh
He's kind
God.
of oblivious to them.
Will you take a video? Can you
I
like
will, yes,
okay.
if they're not because they're fleeting. You know how wildflowers are
Yes,
full on
yes.
bloom, and then after a
Poof.
couple of days they don't look so great. So I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Anyway, we were walking and we were coming down over this hill, and he's ahead of me. He's gone down the hill a ways, so I can't really see him anymore. And I'm like, oh my word.
Oh
This
God.
My heart was just pounding and I was all sweaty. My eyes were watering. Like these wildflowers were so incredible. And there's a particular one I'd never seen before. It's called a pyramid orchid. I had to look it up.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. I get down the hill. He's looking for me. Like he was on his phone. Like, are you gonna call me? I'm just up on top of the hill. And he said, where were you? I said, didn't you see those flowers? He said, what flowers? Robert, you just walked through a meadow of incredible flowers. Now he's been noticing them. This next walk,
Oh, I
he's
love
been paying
that.
attention. He's like, yes, awesome. Anyway, we're doing a series about transformation, and I promise you that is going to relate. That little story of
Yes, that
noticing
little
something
story.
is going to relate.
Yes.
Anyway, welcome to Take Two Tuesdays.
Yes.
I'm Mary,
Welcome.
and
I'm
you're Jan.
Jan. Yes.
Remember?
Who am I? Who do I? Who?
Some days we aren't sure.
Yeah, God. But there is a fine art of noticing.
Yeah.
We've decided to ask the question: are you a noticer? And do you notice things? And what does that look like? What does that look like for you? I
Mhm.
know for me, whew, these past several months, and just things that have been happening in my life, without going into all the gory detail, being a
Please.
noticer, I've always, well, I've always kind of prided myself of being aware, right? And noticing things and seeing things. But what I've noticed about myself is I can notice things or notice people and their behaviors. But am I honest with myself about what I see? I,
Mm.
I, you
Ooh.
know, I know, you can see people, and I get uncomfortable with people and their bad behavior, their lack of integrity, or their
Mhm.
just, it's so different than the way I think and operate, that I will see it and then I won't be honest with myself, and I create a story about who they are or who
Mm.
this person is, and it has come back to bite me in the ass. No, that person isn't who I thought that person was, and no, that
Mhm.
person isn't the story I created that I wanted it to be, instead of accepting and the honesty of who they are,
Mm.
which
Who
really
they
doesn't hold a
are.
reflection on me, right? There doesn't. It's my story. I'm the one who made it. And so, but it was like a lot. I had to be accountable for my part in that story of
Mhm.
creating something that wasn't really true. So
And
it's
that's a
also,
part of something that, oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, no,
It's
no. It's
also,
just noticing with clarity, right? Noticing and
yeah.
accepting, being honest about what you really see, right?
So even paying attention to how you're thinking is an act of
Hmm.
noticing,
Yeah.
paying attention to what's important to you or what matters to you.
Yeah. Yes.
And we were
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
talking about just a second. Is that my phone dinging? Oof,
Yes.
crazy.
That you got me.
Reminders. God, I always set these dumb alarms like remember to blah blah blah. Like, oh, come on, I can remember that, but then I can't.
But then I
Anyway, anyway,
Yeah.
asking yourself questions like, what do I really not want in my life?
Yeah.
What do I
Ooh,
not want to be a part of my life? And what do I truly desire in my life? Because we're talking about
yeah.
this in terms of transformation. I mean, noticing is a part of that, and noticing what we want, noticing
Whew.
what makes a difference
Yes.
to us.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And and with that noticing, don't not just notice it and move on. Actually let it begin the transformation. Let it begin
Mhm.
soaking in and ingesting it and seeing other parts of you. You may see something else in someone else, and it creates what that tinge of jealousy that we talked about. And jealousy
Mhm.
gets such a bad name, right? It gets such
Yeah,
a bad
it can be so
rap.
helpful though.
Right.
Really.
Because, you're looking at someone else's life and you're seeing something and you feel that tinge of jealousy. Well, maybe when you notice that, you're wishing, what is it, Mary? What's it showing you? What's it showing
Which
me?
is something that you do wish that
Yeah.
sorry, that was a part of your life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to pay attention to that and then analyze it. Is that really something I want? Or am I
Yeah.
just is jealousy, I don't know, coming up for
Y-
some other reason?
yes. Yes. Yeah. It's trying to balance, see what it is. If it's igniting an insecurity, well, then that's what something you got to deal with. But if it's creating, you're like,
Yeah.
like
Ooh.
for instance, when I first started dancing in the Latin community, I would find myself getting jealous of the veterans, the ones that have been there doing the thing for years. And,
I was thinking
you know,
military veterans. I thought, no,
the,
what are they dancing?
the veteran dancers.
Okay, I got it.
And there was that jealousy of, I want to be that. And at that point, honestly, just even a few years ago, I wasn't even mature enough to know, oh, it's something I desire. It's not a bad thing
Mhm.
about that person or even me. It's just showing me something that I want, and go fucking get it, sis. Go get it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes
And
you
I,
don't go after it because you're
yes.
afraid of for some reason. We've talked about
Oh,
that today actually, that how
oh,
fear can get in the way of you making changes in your life.
yeah. Yeah, it
And
is. And
actually, okay, go ahead.
it, going with fear, something that just came to me. We both listened to Brendan Bouchard. Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah.
Bouchard. And he was talking about fear. And what I loved about it is fear isn't going to go away.
Mm.
There's always going to be something that you're going to come into your life that you're afraid of, or it's where you meet it though. Are you going to let it paralyze you, or are you going to let it transform you and move forward?
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. I was telling Jan that how earlier today I was listening to him and he was talking about fear and I'm thinking, I'm not afraid of anything. And then wait, why is it that I put these things off? Why do I have them on my list every freaking week? I still haven't done them. There's some fear about, am I going to do this successfully? Do I have the skills I need?
yeah,
Blah, blah, blah. So
blah blah
I'm
blah.
pushing myself forward.
I know.
Anyway,
If
we're doing this. So go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was going to say we're doing this damn podcast, and I get stressed every time we go live, but fucking we're doing it. We're doing it.
We're doing it. We're not afraid,
We're doing
really. Just sweaty. Oops, what are you knocking over your light?
it. I am. I'm damn light. I have light issues. Okay. Wait,
Anyway,
I'll
we're
get my
doing this
feet
whole
and hold it.
series. We're doing this series this month because we've been doing the monthly series. This one is
Yes.
on transformation, how you can transform your life, be more awake to what's happening in your life, really
Hmm.
focusing in on what you don't want to have happening in your life, and moving from this kind of autopilot in life to some real consciousness, conscious awareness
Yes.
of what you need and what you desire and how you're thinking about life. And
Yeah.
really try to figure out what you do pay attention to because that's what's important to you and that's what matters. So,
Yes. Yeah. Because we can all get an autopilot. I don't care where you are in your journey of life, if you're at the early stages or you've been here a while, you stop it. Do not go on autopilot.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't
Don't do
do
it.
that.
Don't do that. And so what we're wanting to do today is to get you clear, to help you get clarity on where you might be hanging out in autopilot because you're afraid of the discomfort.
Mhm.
And so name it.
Yeah.
Name what you want. Name it.
Name that. And that goes back to hope, right?
Yes. Yes.
You hope for all good things.
Oh, yes.
And when Robert and I were first married, we made a list of 10 things we wanted to have happen in our lives in 5 years. I think it was 10 and 5, or was it 5 and 10? I can't remember. It's one of those. And you know what? I never really believed in that idea of manifesting, but I do. Now I get it, because we put this list up on the fridge. We didn't say, okay, we're going to do this and then this and then this to get there. No, we're not those kind of people. And I don't know, there's something about it. Or putting
I
our energy
love that.
towards our shared desires. And boom,
Ooh.
within that time period, we accomplished them. And
Oh
we
my
didn't even
God.
make a plan. So I'm not saying you don't have to make a plan, but you don't have to.
You don't?
It's not
That lights my
necessary.
fire. Ooh, I love it. Shared desires.
Yeah.
I love that.
So if you could do it if you have desires or wishes that are alongside somebody else that helps
Yes.
to propel you, ooh, that's just the best.
It
But you
is.
can also do it alone.
That's our new keyword, shared desires. Shared desires. Well, okay, we'll stop right there. Okay, so what we are calling you to do is to get curious about what you really want, what you daydream about, and what that looks like. And Mary actually encouraged me because of some discomfort I'm having to move, and she's like, Jan, just start visualizing what is going to be on the other side. And actually, oddly enough, because I've grown, I'm daydreaming about what I'm going to look like in my new space. And
Even if it's not the van that I recommended. I said, get a van and just drive around and live wherever you feel like. Park by the river, park in another state. I don't know. Not a great idea. No.
Not yet. It's not for me
Not
right
yet.
now. I won't say never. I won't say never. But so get specific. Make your list.
Yeah.
Write it down like Mary and Robert did. Write it down. 5 or 10, 10 or 5, whatever it looks like.
Whichever.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so thank you for being here with us today. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your time. And if you found something in this craziness that you think someone else might need to hear, or that would help someone else on their journey, please share. Please share.
Yeah.
That's our hearts. We want
Yep.
to use whatever we are learning, whatever we've learned, and to pay it forward. So yeah, thank you.
Great. All right.
So, I'm not going to click today.
You don't know. Okay, great. All right, friends.
Wait a minute. Wait. She goes, okay, good. What?
No, I didn't say
I
okay, good.
That.
I said, okay, friends.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
We got to go.
We're going. Thanks.
Bye.